guys won the coin toss, so evidently you took that side of the field. Maybe you can give us a little insight, tell viewers out there exactly how you're going to try to play this game.
What we're going to try to do is push this left table nearest us right now. And come up through the bunkers and come up through the bunkers and come up in the left side of the station. We're going to heavy it, come in heavy on this side.
So basically, you're not going to form just a scrimmage line across. You're going to base most of your support more on this side than on the other side. Is that right?
Here, yep.
Right. Do you feel your choice of the field is the best choice of the field? Do you feel it plays better from that side?
I believe so, yeah.
Maybe you guys can give us a little insight to what you're going to do. You didn't win the coin toss, so you evidently you get the side of the field that you probably wanted. How are you going to play this side?
No, we didn't. This isn't the side that we wanted at all, but we're going to play it as best we can. Basically, what we're going to do is we're just going to set up some guys in the back to try to long ball these guys and try to get them to come out a little bit more. We're going to try to play a little defensively, which is hard for us because we're a really aggressive team, but we're just going to sit back a little bit, probably send a couple crawlers up and try to get them to concentrate on the guys standing up in the back and not on the guys on the ground.
So basically, you're going to try to suck them into you and try to get your eliminations that way, correct?
Absolutely.
Where do they come from, these bands of men? The Evergreen State, and the place where Florida oranges originate. They are the Washington Rain. They are nemesis. They're bent on eliminating one another in amateur paintball.
We see that the Nemesis and the Washington Rain both set up fast. This is a Nemesis player back near his flag station, taking some heat as well as giving some. The whole team is constantly moving. They're constantly communicating. They're every bit as exciting as the pros.
Nemesis wearing green and moving left to right. Washington Rain in pink armbands moving right to left.
And we see the Nemesis players coming back toward the flag station, continuing to shift. We see Washington Rain already made it into the bunker. That's Ted Kanua in the forward bunker on the 40-yard line, taking heat.
And a Rain player's hit. The 1995 World Paintball Championships are brought to you by National Paintball Supply, the leader in paintball products. It is raining paintballs in Orlando, Florida. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the 1995 World Paintball Championships being held at Paintball World. I'm David Sparks, and with me is Jerry Braun, the editor of Paintball Sports Magazine. Jerry, they've come from Washington, and they have come from Florida, as far apart as you can be in this country.
That's true, and you go all over the United States, you're going to find some powerful paintball teams, and that's no exception. Washington Rain is one of the most powerful paintball teams in the United States. In 1994 alone, they won several national tournaments, but they've got a match in Nemesis. Nemesis is probably the strongest amateur team here in Florida, and this ought to be one good game.
This is an amateur competition, and speaking of that, this sport is really taking off at the corporate level, corporate challenges, etc., Jerry.
That's true. You can play this game for a number of reasons on the corporate level. You get to know your fellow employees. You have somebody watching your back that you only work with. You're out of the workplace. And tell me, David, where else can you shoot your boss and get away with it?
That's a good point, Jerry. I'm thinking of the number of jobs I've had, and out of that, maybe 5 or 6 bosses I would have liked to have put a splotch on.
Just dial the number here and invite them to Paintball World.
Okay. All the action is just ahead, so please stick around.
Eastern.
To relieve my stress from being on the field, I'm a stockbroker, and we have a lot of different kinds of jobs on this team here, and that's one way that we do it. This team is comprised of professionals, business owners, students, from the whole spectrum of just a cross-cut of society. You know, it's not a bunch of military guys or anything. We're people just like you and me.
So ever since you started playing paintball, you stopped kicking your dog?
Absolutely. Never kicked my dog in the first place, but yeah, this is a great way to get your aggression out. It's great for both sexes. It breaks down the gender barrier. Doesn't matter whether you're male or female. A big guy like me, skinny guy like him, all you have to have is a finger, be able to do that, and that's it. Anybody can do it.
Gee whiz, he's big, he's politically correct in everything he says, he's a stockbroker, he's got a job, he's a paintball player. That's a lot to say. As we pick things up, there are 4 Terminators out, meaning the score. All-Americans 12, Minnesota, still no points.
All right, I'm here right now with one of the Minnesota Terminators. You guys played a real good game. What went wrong? You won the coin toss, you got the side of the field you wanted, but it seemed like your left side was just kept falling apart. What happened?
We had a lot of guys over there, and they hit us quick, and our back guys got long balled right away. And
yeah, they were talking about a lot of long balling going on out there. So the guys up in the front were actually a little safer in this time than the guys in the back.
They're the ones who ended up holding in as long as they did and stuff. They got some key eliminations for us, but not enough. And they just
if you had to do it over again, what would you change on this? What would you do a little different?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Those long balls really hurt us.
Yeah.
We like to get in there as quick as we can, but just spread it out a little more, I guess.
But hey, I won't hold you up anymore. I appreciate it very much, your time. Okay, and good luck in the future. All right.
Good job, Rex. Good job, Rex.
You know, setting up the field for this competition was no small amount of work, I can guarantee you that. Paintball World's manager, Larry King, tells us all about it.
Well, basically, we wanted an open field, but at the same time, we wanted to have a lot of cover for the players. So we trimmed the palmetto tops down to about chest level, where a player could stand up and see all the way across the field, but could duck back down to avoid the paintballs at the same time. And we also trimmed the tree limbs up to about a 14-foot level to give plenty of room for the cameras to look down on the players and be able to see them. Paintball World is very unique in its location. We are within walking distance of hotels, restaurants. We're 2 miles from Disney World, 10 minutes from Universal, so we're in a perfect location to attract any tournament teams down or any tournaments, as well as for the local people visiting, as well as for tourists coming in to visit. And they can also play paintball while they're here.
Do you ever get a situation where a family comes down to Disney World and one of the parents runs off with the kids to Disney World and the other one says, I'm going to go play paintball?
That happens occasionally, but you'd be surprised at how many families come out and play paintball.
Really? Okay.
Absolutely.
That's great. Families with kids from 8 to 92 all playing paintball. I guess families that shoot paint together, look colorful together, and stay together. That's what America is all about.